Right, after that travesty of a poached eggs and bacon video, which nonetheless, watching it back was quite funny. I'm going to make some more tea, but good tea. I'm just going to let this fucking dog out because he's doing my nutting. As I was saying, there's some twat who's just started up a lawnmower over there now. Admittedly, it is like 1:45 now, so he's allowed to do that, so I can't really be angry. But still noise, do you know what I mean? Anyway, tea. I really like tea, as evidenced by the previous videos. And what sort of pushed me towards liking tea even more, apart from liking tea and being British, is my current girlfriend. Well, I say current, I mean my girlfriend. There we go. Like I say, I liked tea beforehand, but she sort of just really got me into it. And I've been trying a lot of different teas since I met her. I've been getting into like Kassam tea, Darjeeling tea, and especially Earl Grey teas. And my mum bought me this wonderful blue Earl Grey. It's from France, from south of France. Bergamot Fleur de Bleuet, whatever the hell that means. L'Etoile du Marché, Bolo. I can't read that. Basically, I've been getting some nice infusers. My girlfriend actually got me some really cool infusers from IKEA. This is one. Let me just get a cup out of the cupboard to demonstrate how it works. You can kind of see how it works from that, but just in case. So you fill that with tea, put it on the side of the cup there. But the problem with this is, depending on the depth of the cup and how much tea you like. With Earl Grey, it's different because, and most of the teas, apart from English breakfast brewing tea, you don't have to put much milk in, so you can afford to fill it up quite high. But still, if you filled it up with tea and the water only comes up to there because of the way it sits in the cup like that, it doesn't brew quite properly. And there's stuff like this. This is really good. This is basically you take this. That underneath bit there is where you put the tea. Obviously, you take this off, fill it with tea, and then you sit it in the cup, and it just sort of floats on the water. It's really good. That is, but that's for sort of when you want to drink sort of infused tea. Jesus, what a catch! Infused tea when you're in a bit of a rush. Stay there, you bastard. So I managed to find this in Marks and Spencer's of all places. Fancy, I know. Basically, it's just a normal sort of glass cup, but this is the infuser part. What you do is, and I'll demonstrate this now. You get your tablespoon and you get this gorgeous tea. I do have some other different teas as well, like I say, Darjeeling. This is the ones I've got in the house. I've got a bit of Darjeeling, a bit of Kassam tea, a bit of Duchess Grey, which I don't really like quite as much. It's a bit too... It tastes like Parma violets, and I fucking hate Parma violets. Infuser, right, so what I'm going to do, I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring you down here, so you can sort of see a bit better. There's the infuser there. It does say you should double brew tea, like so you should put one in for a person and the other one in for the cup, but as this is just a normal cup, so you get that. And if you look at it, it's a really nice sort of, let me get you over in the light because the colours in it are amazing. Look, let me just get that in a good light. Don't know whether you can see, but there's some lovely purples, some blues, some whites, and it's just, and a lot of Earl Grey stuff. In fact, most Earl Grey, I think even this to a degree, is flavoured after it's grown. It's sort of sprayed with another bit of, there's not much in there, it's sprayed with a little bit more flavouring. Not so keen on that, so, and it does usually tell you how much it's been sprayed after. I sound like a proper aficionado, I'm really not. I just like tea. So basically you do that, and this, it smells perfect. And what you want to do, if you're interested in getting an infuser, you want to get one that's got very, very small holes in it, almost the size of a pinhead, and you see at the bottom there's got a few, just to drain it off, but you don't want it too big because it's, once you get to the bottom of that packet, it's very granular, very small pieces of tea. You're going to get this, and you want to make sure your water's boiling, or as near to boiling as you can get it. See this? And then what you want to do is, usually what I would do is put the hot water in first, so when you go to strain the tea, it doesn't push the smaller leaves through and they sort of sit at the bottom of the cup. But you're going to get that anyway. Like, no matter how you brew it, it's going to happen sometimes. So just want to pour your tea very gently through. It's almost like a water filter system. Like, you've got to be careful how you pour it because the filter will fill it with water faster than the cup will. Just make sure. See, and already we've got a nice colour on that. You do have to leave it to steep and sort of and rest for about 3 to 5 minutes. I do, like I say, I do really like strong tea, even when it's Earl Grey. The thing is with Earl Grey is if you brew it for too long, and it's especially for sort of like green tea and especially Assam tea, it gets really bitter. Whereas in tea and tea bags, it doesn't get bitter. I find. There's a little bit more water in there. When you drain the leaves off, they're still because it absorbs very quickly, and I'll show you the difference in the size of the leaves when I take it out. You see, just you want to keep doing this just to drain the leaves off every now and again. People will say just leave it in there, don't touch it, but I like to, because I'm in quite a rush and I want to drink. Just leave it in there for a bit now, and obviously put your sugar in to taste afterwards. A lot of people put the sugar in first, but I find that sort of affects the taste a little bit. A lot of people put honey or lemon in Earl Grey. I'm just a milkman myself. I don't particularly like honey. I kind of like lemon, but again, without milk, I find all tea is just slightly too bitter, no matter how long you brew it for, or how short you brew it for. So again, fucking semi-skinned, obviously, because I'm not a fool. Move these other stuff out of the way. Yeah, I think that's pretty much best place to go for tea. Me and my girlfriend have discovered is a place. If you're in Birmingham, there's a place called the Boston Tea Party. There's also one in Worcester, one in Bristol we discovered recently, one in Devon, one in can't remember where else. They're everywhere now. They're really popular and they're really good. Do really good food, really good tea. Good. Well, I assume they do coffee, but it's called the Boston Tea Party. So they've got enough flavours of tea and stuff. They do fresh juice. It's just brilliant. It's the best place to eat in the world. Again, let's just sort of drain this off. See, the holes at the bottom are useless. You have to tip it up if you want to get the moisture out of the leaves. And it just smells. I find like the best Earl Grey smells so good, and it tastes exactly as it smells. Whereas if you have normal tea, you sort of smell it, and it doesn't taste how it smells. Even though it does smell quite good. But if you've not smelled Earl Grey before, it's sort of that was the ponziest thing I've ever done. It sort of smells. Some people say it smells like jasmine and stuff. I don't think it does. But it does smell very nice. It's sort of not like anything really. It tastes like Earl Grey tea. It smells like Earl Grey tea. So I think that's long enough now, because we've got a nice colour on that now. Look, sort of deep bronzy colour, which is exactly what you want. I'll show you the leaves. Let me just drain this off, and you'll see probably already if the light's any good. The leaves have swelled to a really good size. You see, let me just... I think you can see that. If you can't, then I apologise. But it's really good. You see how much... I put a lot of water in there, and you see how much the leaves have actually absorbed. So we're going to put that... I put it in the lid, I do, so that the water doesn't get all along the sides and stuff. Put you back in the case. Bloody thing, I need to get a proper stand. Do that. Set you atop there. Put my milk in. Sugar first, of course. Not even following my own bastard rules. Sugar. I don't find I need quite as much in Earl Grey, because too much sugar in Earl Grey does sort of ruin the taste a little bit. That's sorted. Again, you will always have, I don't know whether you can see at the bottom there, but you will always have, you can't really. Well, you can kind of see it there. You will always have some sort of, it doesn't matter how well you think you filtered it, you will always have some leaves at the bottom. But it's fine, they don't, you certainly can't taste them if you do manage to swallow a few. And again, with Earl Grey, you don't need much milk at all, you really don't. And you'll see, I'll put just a drop of milk in there. It's already got a really nice colour. You can obviously see it through the glass. Maybe just a touch more milk, just a touch. That's probably even too much there. Because it's not a particularly strong tea, and obviously the leaves themselves are very flavoursome. The milk just sort of, you can throw the colour off really easily. Have the best bit. Oh, it smells lovely. Honestly, it's the best tea in the world. Like I say, I don't think it's a very popular, like I say, my mum bought me this back from France. There we go, look. The Noir Blue Earl Grey, and then it's got some French stuff underneath. It does say brew to 3 to 5 minutes. I assume that's at 100 degrees there. So yeah, Earl Grey with milk.
See you later, kids.